Hello my gorgeous people. In this video I'm going to be talking about what to focus on. Now these readings are going to be for all 12 signs of zodiac, and they are as usual going to be individually time-stamped. So now I'm going to start with my gorgeous Aries. My beautiful Aries, you most certainly need to focus on your dreams, okay? You need to focus on those things that are inspiring you. You need to focus on what would you like, to achieve in life. You need to focus on things that keeps you going, and at the same time, what you also have to remember that you need to focus on going forward in your life. So my gorgeous Aries, you need to focus on your dreams, on your ideas, on things that keep you going, on those things that make you feel so good, that makes you feel so good as soon as you're thinking about them, of those things that you're dreaming of. So my gorgeous Aries, you most importantly need to focus on your dreams, and you also need to focus on going forward, because this is a very powerful stage of your life where at the same time you have got a very kind of a significant power within you in order to manifest, okay? So the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be my gorgeous Taurus. My beautiful Taurinis, you most certainly need to focus on your home, and you need to focus on your immediate environment, okay? So this is going to be very important. Are there any changes you want to do? Are there any changes you wish to do? Is there anything you wanted to kind of start within your home? Just change, focus on changes within your immediate environment. This is ever so important to keep doing on this spiritual journey, to keep changing things around us, especially when it comes to those areas where we spend the most of the time. So maybe this can be your home and an immediate environment, or this can be like your working place if you're spending a lot of time in your working environment, for example. But please do try to kind of focus on what can you do and what can you change around you in order to make yourself feel so much better. This in itself is really, really important for your well-being. And also you need to focus on how to transform your life, how to change your life, my gorgeous Taurini. Now this is more important than ever. Now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be my gorgeous Gemini. My beautiful Geminini, you need to focus on having faith. When you have faith, you can move the mountains. When you have a faith, you can do absolutely everything you want to do in this world, in this life. With the power of faith, you can realize things that you never realized before. You can see things which you've never seen before. You can dream about things you've never dreamt about before, as long as you have faith. You need to have faith at this stage of your life, my gorgeous Geminini. This is just so important. You have to trust yourself, and you need to have faith above all, because there are going to be so many things that are going to be coming up to you at this stage of your spiritual journey, and this is going to require from you to be strong, okay, in order to move forward with your life. And faith is here indeed playing an absolutely giant role. And also, my gorgeous Geminini, what you need to do is you need to focus on pleasure, okay? You need to focus on those things in this life that are bringing you and giving you pleasure. This is something that is just going to make the quality of your life so much better, and you are going to be so much happier. So my gorgeous Geminini, you need to focus on having more faith, and at the same time you need to focus on those things that are bringing a pleasure to you, okay? Now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be my gorgeous Cancer. My beautiful Cancerini, it's all about you focusing on expressing yourself. Be as open as you possibly can. You need to focus on expressing yourself, explaining yourself, and especially while you're doing something really, really important, or while you're working on something really important, okay, you need to really focus on expressing yourself by being as open as you possibly can. Not just open-minded, but also open when you're trying to explain things, you know, especially when you're working on something really, really important. Like, I cannot explain how significant this is going to be for you, my gorgeous Cancerini, to actually express yourself. And so just remember, every single time when you're working on something important or doing something important, do not hold anything back. Okay, you expressing yourself is like now more important than ever. And what else you need to pay attention to, my gorgeous Cancerini, it's also you needing to take a certain risk. There is a risk that you are going to need to take, and this is what you're also going to need to focus on, taking risks. Now, the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be my gorgeous Leo, my gorgeous Leone. You need to focus on change. How can you bring a change into your life? Now, this is like, oh my God, such an important and rather significant dimension that you've just entered. Everything is going to seem so different for a while, and this is very important when it comes to you and the changes that you are going through in your life as well. While everything seems so different, at the same time the power of your intuition is going to be as amazing like never before. You're going to be also extremely intuitive. Okay, so you need to, my gorgeous Leone, focus on change. How can you change your life? What do you need to do in order to change your life? Which steps do you need to make in order to change your life, no matter what they are? Okay, this is important. And you also, my gorgeous Leone, need to focus on your own potential. There is a potential within you that you need to focus on. You need to take this potential on the next level in this spiritual journey. Okay, so it's about the potential that you need to take on the next level in the spiritual journey. This is exactly what you need to focus on. I am talking about the potential that you do indeed have within you. This is the actual potential that you have, my gorgeous Leone. You're incredible at doing this particular thing that I'm talking about. So this means to you so much. So you need to focus on change, but you also need to focus on your own potential, how you can take this potential on the next level in the spiritual journey. The next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be my gorgeous Virgo, my beautiful Virgolini. You need to change on a new beginning. Oh my God, it's coming, it's coming. You can feel it, you can tell. It's almost here, right behind the corner. Hello, my darling. Oh, you are here. Do you know what I mean? You need to focus on this new beginning. You can feel that something is about to change, my gorgeous Virgolini. You can feel that something is about to come. You know, something is coming into your life, and you're not wrong. You're very, very close to what you know, you're very close to one of the biggest changes, like, oh my God, of your life. Very soon you are going to be presented with literally a miracle. Something is going to happen to you, and this in itself you will see, my gorgeous Virgolini, like literally a miracle, a blessing. It's about to enter your life, and this in itself, it's really going to leave you with no option but to have the actual new beginning. But because this is going to be so big, this is going to be so bright, this is going to be so powerful, this is going to be so enormous, that's why you're already feeling these changes, my gorgeous Virgolini. You're feeling it like a big mama. You're feeling it like there is no tomorrow. You know that a big change is coming. So you need to focus on a new beginning right now. What do you need to do in order to change your life? What's missing in your life? What makes you really happy and what makes you really unhappy? Get rid of things that are making you really unhappy. Move on from those things that are making you feel unhappy, and go towards those things that are making you feel enlightened, that are making you feel optimistic, that are making you feel good. Now it's time, my gorgeous Virgolini, to focus on a new beginning. And what exactly do you need to do in order to change, you know, certain things about your life, and in order to start this process of change. This is so important. So you, my gorgeous Virgolini, need to focus on a new beginnings, but you also need to focus on the actual change. So you need to focus on a new beginning, how you can do this, you know, and pay attention to also what is going to be playing an absolutely mind-blowing role. It's like your passion. Pay attention to suddenly a little changes within you. Suddenly the specific things are going to be on your mind that you feel so passionate about, but you haven't thought about it in ages. And now suddenly this is going to be highlighted in your mind. You know, there is so many clues that you're gonna go with, like a glimpse of like things that you feel so passionate about, but you didn't think about these things for a while. These are all important sacred messages that are going to lead you towards you doing the right thing, and towards you stepping towards one of the biggest change of your life. Okay. The next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be my gorgeous Libra. My beautiful Libra, you know, you need to focus more on trust, but you more trusting yourself, because you've been so indecisive, you know, lately with things that you shouldn't have been indecisive with, for example. And this is all down to the certain experiences that you've had over the last maybe, you know, 2 or 3 years. I don't blame you for anything. I'm not having a go at you whatsoever, because you are about to gain this balance back, and this is ever so important. So my gorgeous Libra, you must trust yourself a little bit more in order to get rid of that terrible energy that makes us feel indecisive, and then we just lose ourselves, you know, in this indecisiveness, and then we are just taken somewhere completely different, and we are put right at the start. You know why? Because we're gonna go over and over certain aspects of our lives, and our spiritual journey will go over and over again until we learn appropriate lesson, until we learn, you know, something out of it. So this is why trusting your spirit, trusting your soul is ever so important, more important than anything, my gorgeous Libra. I'm not having a go at you, please don't get me wrong, but just remember that, like, when I say you have to trust yourself a little bit more, when you're standing in front of something that means to you so much, for the love of God, why are you doubting yourself? Why are you doubting this? You see, you just have to simply go with your first initial reaction, with your first initial direction that's coming from the subconsciousness, your subconsciousness, and that's all you need to do. You're going to be absolutely fine. So you just need to focus on trusting yourself a little bit more, and that is going to prevent the unnecessary doubting, and then that in itself is gonna speed things up for you that should be happening in your life already, for example. And you also need to focus on, my gorgeous Libra, you need to focus on people in your life. You need to focus on your family members, you know, how you can spend more time with them, how you can talk to them more. And you also need to kind of focus on the people in your life in general, like your friends, for example, as well. This is ever so important. Okay, so the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be my gorgeous Scorpio. My beautiful Scorpioni. What do you need to focus on? You need to focus on love, my gorgeous Scorpioni. You need to focus on your love. You need to focus on your emotions. Now, this is a very kind of like important here, like so much, because on one hand it's a lot to like kind of it's like really focusing on people in your life, focusing on your family members, focusing on your partner a little bit more. Or maybe if you haven't got a partner, maybe now it's time to focus on finding, hello my darling, finding someone a little bit, my gorgeous Scorpione. So now it's time to focus on love, and this also means that you are really at the moment, you are like rather irresistible, my gorgeous Scorpione. You're always irresistible. Of course you are, because you have this powerful, passionate energy that no one can explain how strong this energy is. Of course that you always make an impact, like around everybody you find yourself around, like that's your unique energy. Very powerful, very sensual indeed. But now this is all going to be shining even more brighter. So if you are looking to find somebody, if you're single and you're looking to find somebody, most certainly now you will be noticed by the people that you want to be noticed by even more than you normally are. So now, my gorgeous Scorpione, this is what you need to remember: to focus on love, focus on people in your life, focus on your friends, focus on your family, focus on how you can reconnect more with the people in your life, how you can talk to more people in your life who you haven't talked about for a long time, for example. And also focus on those things. It's not only about people, but it's also about focusing on those things that you are extremely passionate about, those things that you really, really love, my gorgeous Scorpione. This is also so important to focus on right now, because the next thing that I need you to focus on, it's also not going to be only love, but it's going to be a new beginning as well. But by you focusing on love, on people in your life and things like that, but also by you focusing on things that you love, things that you feel completely passionate and organic about, those things are going to give you so many clues also towards which new beginnings I am talking about here. Very important reading for you, my gorgeous Scorpione, indeed. The next sign that I'm going to focus on, yeah, I suppose so. The next sign that I'm going to be having a special message for, it's going to be my gorgeous Sagittarius. My gorgeous Sagittarini. I hope I didn't mess it up, because I did not put any names of the signs here, so I'm just using my incredible brain here, which is like this size, yeah? No, I'm joking. So basically now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be my gorgeous Sagittarini. Sagittarius, do you know what? You need to focus on being more patient. You need to focus on, right now at this stage of your life, you need to focus on being more patient, you know, because now it's almost as if you are under some kind of a little test at the moment, you know. And when I say that you're almost like under some kind of test at the moment, it's like not a test as such, but I think that a lot is going on in your life. A lot has been going on in your life, and this in itself has clouded your mind just a little bit, because when there is so much going on in our lives, you know, emotionally or physically, you know, there are things on our mind that are taking our attention away from those things that we should be focusing on. And now this is why you need to focus on like being more patient, because if you're not patient, then you're gonna be missing out on certain things in life. Okay, so this is something that you need to understand, to focus on being more patient. Now it's more important than ever. This is to do with things that you are kind of working on, things that you are dealing with, but it's also to do with the certain things that you are waiting for. You don't want like to stop something from happening just because you haven't been patient enough. And also there is something mind-blowingly important that's right now unfolding in your life. Okay, my gorgeous Sagittarini, there is something like mind-blowingly important that is actually unfolding in your life as we speak. And this in particular is going to require from you to be patient and to trust yourself. This is in itself, you know, going to bring you to the point where you're going to have probably one of the biggest enlightenments of your life. But most importantly, it is going to make you aware of how amazing you actually are as well. There is something that you're going to find out about your skills that you are going to absolutely love, but this in itself is going to surprise you. And another thing I was going to say to you to focus on, my gorgeous Sagittarini, would be focus on your power. What are you so good at? what makes you feel good, what makes you feel powerful, what makes you feel amazing. Focus on those things that makes you feel different, and focus on those things that you are passionate about. But it is a lot to do in terms of the actual power. Every single one of us is amazing for something. It's really good for something. It's every single one of us has got like a unique power when it comes to something specific about us. But sometimes people just go like, all their life without discovering this absolutely mind-blowing, miraculous essence about us. Okay? So don't just wait for the whole life to come to an end and then you just realize, oh my God, yeah, I was really good at this, No, baby, no. Focus on your power and acknowledge it, my gorgeous Sagittarini, because that is going to play a huge role as well when it comes to you entering a stage with a whole new beginning later on. Indeed, but this is going to have a very strong correlation and connection with what's happening in your life right now. Okay? The next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be my gorgeous that's right. The next sign that I'm going... Yes, okay, Capricorn. The next sign that I'm going to be talking about is going to be my gorgeous Capricorn, my gorgeous Capricornius. Now, what do you need to focus on? You, my gorgeous Capricornius, need to focus on your power as well. You need to focus on things that make you feel... that makes you feel different. You need to focus on those things that make you... those things that make you who you are. And those things that you feel passionate about. But most importantly, you need to focus on things that you are very good at. The things that, make you feel powerful, but also, like, while you're doing them, the things that make you feel really kind of like, passionate, but at the same time, most importantly, you need to focus on something very, very unique about you. And now it's time to take that on to the next level of your life. And there is a problem, very specific problem that you are working on right now. Something is also going on in your life, my gorgeous Capricornius, right now. And this in itself, it's ever so important for you to understand, to deal with the problem that's going on at the moment in your life, and it has been going on for a while. The answer to that problem is you moving on with your life, you walking away from something, moving on from something, and just facing the brand new direction which you're gonna absolutely love. But all this is not going to happen if you don't acknowledge what is so different about you. The key to actually do all this is going to be within you, when it comes to your own power. And that in itself, it's a lot to do with something that you are so good at, and it's really, really unique when it comes to you, because every single one of us has got something very special and very different about us. You just do not want, for your whole life to pass and come to an end until you realize, oh yeah, I could have done this, I could have done that. My goodness, this is going to need your own acknowledgement. So now you need to really, my gorgeous Capricornius, focus on what makes you different, what makes you unique, because this in itself is like a blessing. But at the same time, when it comes to the other thing that you need to focus on, it's also you must most certainly be more flexible, my gorgeous Capricorn. So you need to focus on your power. You need to focus on your power. And at the same time, you need to focus on being more flexible. Oh my God, this time couldn't have been more important. And you are going to have challenges. Trust me. You're going to have challenges, and your challenges are going to come in form of like, oh no, it's too much is going on. I can't do this and I can't do that. No, baby, no. Your challenge is to take on as much as you possibly can. Listen to me very carefully, my gorgeous Capricornians, because you're approaching the time where everything is going to seem like too much. Everything is going to seem like crazy in terms of how much you're actually going to be dealing with, But at the same time, this is also going to be a sacred sign that you must not drop anything out. You must just keep going and take on as much as you possibly can, because that in itself means that you need to be more flexible. flexible. Just remember this, okay? Because very soon there is a little test that you are going to have, and the best outcome to have with that little spiritual test you are going to have is going to be like only the amazing outcome or a good outcome. It's only going to be if you carry on being flexible. And if you do not carry on being flexible, then you're just going to miss out on something that is just really going to shake your world in the best possible way. So don't worry, you know, be flexible, my gorgeous Capricornians, keep going, and your reward is gonna blow you away. Okay, the next sign that I'm gonna be talking about is going to be my gorgeous Aquarius, my beautiful aquamarine. You know what? You need to focus on your truth. You need to focus on your truth. You know, there is something on your mind so much, and it has been for so long, you know, some kind of plan, you know, this is a lot to do with you, like changing your life, but also knowing what to do, but something is stopping you, something is blocking you, something is preventing you from moving on. At this stage, you keep going, you're absolutely fine, you're doing great with everything, but you're not completely, fully happy. Why? Because there are specific things on your mind. There have been so much in terms of planning when it comes to your future, but you haven't done much about it because there were other things that kind of took the better of you. There were other things that happened to you on an emotional level that affected you over the last 2 or 3 years, and this is why you're still kind of paying for it. So now you just have to listen to your own truth, my gorgeous aquamarine. You are very, very soon going to have a moment where something is going to be presented to you, and it's literally going to be, do you want to go this way or do you want to go that way? Where the only way to go is up, baby, and you can only go up if you listen to your own truth. But when it comes to that option, that way or that way, when you become aware of this, something is just going to be keep on putting you off. So you have to be honest with yourself, and even if it seems impossible or whatever, you still have to follow your own truth, my gorgeous aquamarine. And it's a lot to do with you knowing. It's to do with your life. It's to do with your future. It's to do with what you want to do later on, you know, as well at the same time. But then again, it's like basically you just have to really literally open yourself to yourself. Come back home to yourself, my gorgeous aquamarine, and you're going to be absolutely fine. You need to focus. Literally, you need to focus on your own truth. Now this is more important than ever, because if you don't focus on your own truth, you're really gonna like kind of have so much to catch up later on, because this is a lot to do with your spiritual journey and with your life purpose. So it's gonna be keep on coming back, you know, it's gonna be keep on coming back until you acknowledge this. I really hope this reading makes sense, my gorgeous aquamarine. You just have to be honest with yourself. There are plans, there are certain things on your mind that have been for a while, but now it's time to take them seriously, take them on the next level. And another thing I was going to say to you, my gorgeous aquamarine, it's also like you need to focus on those things that you're wondering about. My goodness, it's like, oh my God, there is so much that you've been wondering about lately, and you are gonna be wondering about a lot, you know. So when you feel extremely strong when it comes to you about wondering about something, when you feel like really keen and eager to find out about something, just go for it. So please, as soon as you kind of feel a very strong urge when it comes to you wondering about something, you know, these are going to feel different, you know, these situations. Because this is a lot to do with your subconscious mind and you being brought to that part of your spiritual journey. But you have to acknowledge it, and you can only acknowledge this by actually stepping forward, like and going forward with what you are actually wondering about. There is so much that you're actually going to be wondering about now after this moment in time, my gorgeous aquamarine, that you've never wondered about before. And this is a very, very great sign that you're changing, you're evolving, you're getting to a very important stage where you are going to be presented with a mind-blowing opportunity as well. So when it comes to you, my gorgeous Aquamarini, you have to trust yourself. You have to trust yourself as much as you possibly can, and especially when it comes to your own truth. You know, it's about your own truth. This is so important indeed, my gorgeous Aquamarini. It is all about your own truth, and it's all about those things that you're wondering about. All this is going to be connected, and it's all this is going to be bringing you on a very interesting journey indeed. The next sign that I'm going to be talking about, it's going to be my gorgeous Pisces, Lini, 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 Pisces. Raise your vibration, my gorgeous Pisces, raise your vibration. Now, what I'm gonna say to you, my gorgeous Pisces, what do you need to focus on is your own freedom. Okay, this is so important. What is making you feel so dark? What is making you feel so down? What is making you feel so negative? What is making you feel so depressed? What is making you feel like you can't express yourself? What is making you feel like your hands are tied at the back all the time? What is making you feel like you're not getting the most out of life? Do you know, my gorgeous Pisces, very soon you're gonna have this situation, this moment, something is going to happen to you, and you are going to start seeing your life in a completely different way, from a completely different angle. You're going to realize how precious this life is, but you're also going to realize how sensitive we are, and you're also going to realize that we are not on this earth, okay? We are not on this earth forever. We are here just for a short period of time, and then we just move on somewhere else, you know, because our spirits, they go on. Obviously, they're undestroyable. They don't stop. They just go on. But here on this earth, we are for a very short period of time. Very soon you are going to have an experience, my gorgeous Pisces, and this is going to enlighten you. It's going to shake you up nicely, and it's going to remind you how precious the actual time is. So what you need to focus on, my gorgeous Pisces, on your freedom. You need to focus on things that makes you feel good. You need to focus on, like, for example, if you're working, if you have a job and you're working, and if you're like really unhappy when it comes to that job, now this is gonna make you feel like you are, you know, like if you're unhappy doing that job, this is gonna make you feel like you're not free, because maybe you're doing certain jobs just for the sake of it, for money, for finances, but you're not expressing yourself, you're not happy, you're not doing what you should do. Or perhaps persistently there's certain things on your mind, like when it comes to like, oh, I want to try this, I want to try that, but then for some reason you don't do this because of job, because of this, because of that. You find some kind of excuse. So you just have to, my gorgeous Pisces, remember to focus on your freedom. Focus on like things, your freedom, your flexibility. Focus on those things that make you feel so good, that makes you feel optimistic, and the things that in general that you do that allow you to express yourself the way you want to express yourself. Trust me, this is going to reflect on every single part of your life. This is so important. And also, my gorgeous Pisces, you know, another thing you need to focus on is adventures, okay? You need to focus on having an adventure, because when it comes to you at this stage of your life, kind of like, ooh la la, getting this on, you know, like when it comes to this stage of your life and you focusing on having an adventure, you know what is going to happen to you, huh? You know what's going to happen to you. So when I say, like, let me just explain this. When I say that you need to focus on an adventure and adventures in your life, for example, now anything that you can do at this stage that can make you feel good, that make you feel okay, that can make you feel optimistic, or anything that you can do, like maybe a little holidays or going somewhere you've never been before, whatever whatever you consider like to be an adventure and something extraordinary, something unusual, you know, focus on having an adventure, my gorgeous Piscelini. Maybe this is going to be a mini holiday somewhere or something like that, but at the same time, what you need to understand is when you focus on this adventure, having an adventure, something is going to happen, something is really going to happen so life-changing and mind-blowing, and it's going to bring a brand new love into your life. And this is so important, my gorgeous Piscelini, and really, I really hope you understand the significance of this. So you need to focus on your freedom, you need to focus on your freedom, you need to focus on having an adventure, because when you focus on having an adventure, and when you do have this adventure, there is a love which is going to enter your life. The new love is going to enter your life, like, oh my God. Okay, my gorgeous peopleini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. I love you. Bye.